Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to the another expert session. And in today's expert session, today's discussion will be very important for the students of statistics and who are going to be statistician. And today we will mainly cover the topic that we should remember. Be a statistician, we should remember in BSc, then MSc, and after MSc also. And for that discussion, today we have a very talented and very successful expert today with us. Let's welcome our expert, SONAKHYA SAMADDAR. SONAKHYA, welcome to our session.
Good evening, everyone.
And
hello to all.
So before going to SONAKHYA for question answer round, I will give a little introduction about her because I used that adjective so that adjective is very appropriate for her. So for that, I will give her a little introduction. SONAKHYA completed his BSc in statistics from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata in 2016. And on that year, he cleared IIT JAM. IIT JAM, his All India rank was 25. And he completed his MSc in statistics from IIT Kanpur. And from that batch, he got a highest package in Accenture. And in 2018, he joined Accenture. And after doing 1 year of job, he joined ISI as a junior research fellow. And on the very next year, in 2019, he cleared Indian Statistical Service with a All India rank 12. Right now, he is an ISS officer. So I will go to let's I want to congratulate SONAKHYA for all his achievement. And I will go to the question answer session. And before question answer session, I want to thanks again and welcome to the session, SONAKHYA.
Thank you. Thanks for that great introduction.
Thank you. So let's go into the question answer session. So what was the topic that statistics, like in 12, after 12 many of the students will take also elective as a statistics from 11 also 11 12. So what was your think process? How did you choose statistics? What a subject, and do you have statistics in 11 12?
No, that's what I was going to tell. Actually, West Bengal board offers an option to take up statistics in 11 12. But fortunately or unfortunately, I am from CBSE, and hence we did not have that option. But I was very passionate about mathematics from a very young age. In fact, that was the only subject in school that I really liked. So I thought of doing something in statistics, but my physics teacher in class 12 itself, he advised me not to go for maths because math has a very narrow path. Like if you go for math, you have very little options in career. Like there are not many choices. So he suggested me to go for statistics. And at that point in class 12, by statistics, I only meant mean, median, mode. So it was on his advice I took up statistics as my BSc honors subject. And when I started studying statistics, I really found it interesting, and it was a great subject to pursue.
Great.
That's it.
So you started BSc, and one thing I want to know that what are the options to start with the BSc in statistics? Which college they have a statistics, and is there any like ISI has a BSc in statistics, different institute has. So what are the options for BSc in statistics?
Look, I'll start with Kolkata itself first. So obviously, like you said, the best option for statistics comes from ISI, Indian Statistical Institute. So they conduct a BStat examination every year. So the qualification for that is class 12 pass. And for qualifying that examination itself, you just need to know math. But you need to know math very well. There also comes a book, which in short is called Tomato, Test of Mathematics at 10+2 level. So if you want, you can get that book from College Street or anywhere. And it offers many typical mathematical problems which you can solve. That book might help you to crack the BStat examination because it's not at all easy. It's very difficult.
Right.
But not many people are lucky enough to get into BStat. If you are not selected into BStat, that's okay. There are plenty other great colleges in Kolkata, starting with my college itself, St. Xavier's College. It had a great faculty, and even today, it offers good education in statistics. And also from Shobhaj's college itself, but that's only reserved for boys. They have an all-boy policy, Narendrapur Ramakrishna Mission. They also have a very great faculty. One of my tuition teacher was from there, from Narendrapur, and he taught well, very well. And there is also Presidency College. There is Larry Brabon. There is Bethune also, I guess it offers statistics honors. And these are some of the really good colleges in Kolkata. Apart from that, Delhi University is also good.
Yeah.
BHU, okay, I don't have much knowledge about BHU, but definitely it's not better than the colleges in Kolkata, I'm sorry. But if you're not from Kolkata also, you can try for BHU or from Delhi University. They are also quite good. And if you are kind of a technical person, like if you don't want to study that theoretical courses and all, if you're like an engineer kind of person, so IIT has recently started offering BSMS in data science, I guess. But for that, you need to qualify JEE. But data science is nothing but a modified form of statistics and programming knowledge. So that's also an option. I consider it as an option as well.
Okay, fine. Now we are in BSc in statistics. So like BSc in statistics, I saw that in many institutes that after side by with the honors paper in statistics, we have to do two elective. We have to choose two elective. Like many of us that mathematics and computer science. Some of them use the tech and that computer science or mathematics or economics. But many of the institutes they have an option for physics also, physics, chemistry. So what should be the ideal combination of statistics in the subject, other subject?
While taking up statistics, maths is a compulsion. Obviously, you have to take a math. Statistics cannot go without math. But from the rest of the three, stat, eco, and physics, definitely do not go for physics. It will help you in no way. That's my opinion, obviously. Economics is good. Economics, you need to learn economics. Economics is a good subject itself, and it has some of the similarities with statistics. And if you want to pursue statistics in future as a research topic, or if you want to join corporate as well, knowledge of economics will come handy, definitely. But if you did not have computer science or any prior programming knowledge in class 11, 12, then I will recommend you to take up computer science, because computer science at BSc level teach you the basic programming knowledge, how to develop algorithm and how to solve problems logically by coding. So whatever you do in your life, you go for academia or you go for a big fat corporate job, the knowledge of computer science, I mean, especially the programming part, knowledge of programming part will come in handy. Even if you want to appear for competitive exams in statistics, like Indian Statistical Service also, they also have a dedicated part in computer science. So the knowledge of computer science will be required. So I took up computer science myself personally. So I think to balance about eco and computer science, I would weigh computer science a little more, but taking up economics is also a good option.
Right. Well said. Yes, physics is not necessary to take. Like either you can take economics or you can take computer science.
Yes.
So next I will go for that. In many colleges still they are using, like when I was in Narendrapur and we used that square sheet for practical work, and many institutes still use square sheet. So what was the use that square sheet in future also? Like is that really necessary, or we should move on from that?
I have never used square sheet.
Right.
So I don't know, in fact, what is square sheet. In our college, right from semester 1 itself, we were into computer. Like we were taught Minitab, which is also not much in use nowadays. We were taught R. R is a very good statistical software. It is used in a lot many domains, and it's very handy. It's very useful, and it's easy to learn. It's not much difficult. So I don't think, like, I haven't seen anyone using square sheet. I was in corporate.
Right.
Then I also did 1 year PhD. I have never seen anyone using square sheet. So I don't think square sheet does not have it has some future itself, but yes, programming knowledge in statistics is a must. From BSc itself, colleges should encourage students to learn art. They should encourage themselves to learn art. In fact, the time of art is also passing by, and the time of Python is coming. So it's better if you could acquaint yourself with Python as well. But before jumping into R or to Python, you should first learn how to develop algorithm and the basics of programming. And to know the basics of programming, I should recommend using C++, just for the beginning phase, like a simple, you can find any standard book on C++, and they teach you to learn some basic programming problems, which are must. I mean, if you do not know how to solve those, you cannot move further in the domain of programming. So start with C++, then move to R or Python. And yes, in today's world, learning any one of the statistical software, if you want to be a statistician, then it's a necessary, it's a compulsion.
Right. So next we will move that in college in BSc, like from that 5th or 6th semester, like end of that second year or starting of that third year, we have to think about that MSc admission. Where should I get MSc? So when should we think? When should we start thinking, and when should we start preparing for that MSc exam? So any view on that?
Okay. Yes. When I was admitted in BSc, most of my batchmates, they used to discuss about what to do after BSc, where to go. I myself personally thought that I would give up studying after BSc. I thought of taking up a job after BSc. So in the first 2 semesters, I didn't think much about what to do after BSc. And I don't think anyone needs to think that much. Like, first learn the subject. For me, statistics was very new. I have never learned statistics before. And I was quite enjoying everything, like probability, descriptive statistics. And the first 2 semesters, they don't teach you very heavy mathematical concept as well. So first 2 semesters, just enjoy the subject, know the basics.
Yeah.
Then decide your priorities. Are you really loving the subject? Are you really enjoying the subject? Do you want to study farther? I mean, farther in the sense, not just MSc. Do you want to go deeper into the subject? Like, do you want to become a researcher? Not just because you have to become a researcher, but because you're loving the subject. That's why you want to learn more. If you want to become a researcher, plan accordingly. For that, the best option in MSc again comes from Indian Statistical Institute. It's like the mother of statistics in India. So if you want to become a researcher, that's the best option, ISI. The second best option is obviously IIT Kanpur and also Calcutta University. I won't demean Calcutta University in any way. The education they offer, in fact, is much deeper and much more complete than IIT Kanpur itself. So these are the 3 options for you. Again, if you are into corporate jobs, then again, the same 3 option comes, but here ISI offers you much higher package than IIT Kanpur. ISI is there, IIT is there, but no, here I won't suggest CU for that. Instead of CU, the third option you can keep as Delhi University. They also offer you good packages, and they offer a lot of companies come for placement there. So according to that, plan your career, like corporate or PhD. If you're not sure about anything, that's okay. You don't need to decide your entire life at the stage of 3rd semester or 4th semester. It's okay. If you are not sure, you just start preparing at 3rd or 4th semester itself. Go through the previous year's question paper of IIT JAM or ISI MStat Entrance exam. Go through them, start preparing, but not before 3rd semester. First 2 semester, just keep for yourself. Just spend more time on studying the subject itself. Then start your planning.
Right. Basically, in BSc, first we have to learn the subject. For BSc, we are starting to learn the statistics. So first 2 semesters, first 1 year, we have to focus on statistics, learn the subject, if I am loving that subject or not. Like many of our friends who after BSc who left statistics, and they are well established right now. They know that that statistics is not for me, and they will establish.
Exactly.
So that
exactly. Sure. not everything will suit you, right? So
Right.
if you don't feel like, just it's okay, there are a lot many options, you can back down anytime you want.
Yes. Yes. Right. So for MSc in statistics, like for us, like for MSc in statistics, like I'm IIT Kanpur, IIT Bombay, and for ISI they offer pure statistics, and DU
Yeah,
and many
yeah,
central university offer pure statistics. And some of
yeah,
institute like IIPS, Indian Institute of Population Statistics, and some of institute provide a specific course like for
yeah.
population stat, for biostat. So should I think about, should I go for that particular topic in MSc, or should I think about that overall topic like that MSc in statistics? So what's your view on this?
Look, for population statistics, it's mainly about a subject called demography.
Yeah.
So we had demography in BSc. If you really love the subject, if you are really that much interested, you can go into IIPS. So also there is a biostatistics course being offered in BHU.
Yeah.
That is also an option.
Mhm.
But most of us are not sure at that stage, like what they love, or what they want to
Right.
do.
Right.
So for in that stage, you may not want to narrow down your career. Like if you go to IIPS or if you go for biostat, a lot many options are getting eliminated. You are
Right.
just into that I mean that particular core topic of statistics. So if you want that, if you're sure about that, it's okay, go for it. But if you are not, I don't think it's a good idea to concentrate on a particular stream of statistics.
Fine. Fine. So basically, first you choose the learn the statistics. That if BSc is not enough for to create a love that I want to go that particular topic. So
Hmm.
after doing MSc, you also can choose that I want to that medical stat, I want to that
Yeah,
biostat, all these things. No, that is a good
yeah,
thing.
sure.
Now, like now for preparation of JAM or like for ISI exam. So what should be the preparation? What should be the subject they covered? Like should I cover that all 3 year topic, or how should we prepare? What should be the practice, and how to give a little brief on that?
uh, in the process of preparing for competitive exams like ISI or IIT JAM, I wouldn't recommend students to destroy their semester exams. Your
Right.
semester exam is your priority. Your semester exam does not prepare you for uh, these competitive exams, but they teach you the subject. If you do not know the subject, everything will go in vain.
Right.
Whatever competitive exam you may crack, you won't be able to go further. So your semester exam should be your priority. Never neglect it. Prepare for semester exam, and then if you get some additional time, like if you can make out some 1 hour or 2 hour every day, or at least 3-4 hours per week. If you start your preparation from third sem or fourth sem itself, you have a lot of time. So don't pressurize much. You can take up
Right.
you can take up some professional advice. You can appoint a tuition teacher. Some people offer tuition on these subjects.
Mhm.
But before going to a tuition teacher, I would suggest that go through the previous year's paper, the IIT JAM previous year's paper or ISI MStat previous year's paper. Like see what are the what kind of problems come in the examination, and just do not concentrate on them. Try to find similar problems. Suggest more books. Like your university or your college must be offering you a list of references in each of the topic. Don't just concentrate yourself on the notes itself. Your notes are good enough for your semester exam. That's definitely true. But go through these reference books as well. That is your additional topic of
Right.
education. Borrow these books from library. Ask your seniors what book do they follow. And so, like, start preparing like that. Don't keep yourself confined into the books, notes, and copies from your class only. Practice more questions. Practice the previous year. Solve the previous year's question. That's how you need to proceed. And obviously, you can seek a professional help.
And frankly speaking, in BSc, basically we got the time to know the subject. Like in
Exactly.
MSc, we didn't get that much time.
Exactly.
Maybe
From our experience itself, I think it goes with you as well as with me. In BSc, I used to study a lot. We had a very good library in St. Xavier's. And I remember my bag used to feel very heavy. I used to borrow books almost every week. And yes, I learned a lot many things in BSc. That's the best time to study. That is because that's the first time you are studying the subject. There is not much pressure. Like questions usually used to come from the notes itself. Very few subjects, very few papers we had which offered questions from outside. So learning the notes was enough to pass the semester exam, to score a good grade, in fact. But since I first started studying the subject there itself, I used to read a lot, many other books as well, and it helped me a lot. Today, whatever I have learned into statistics, the whole credit goes to my BSc. And whatever I learned in statistics, I learned there only, because MSc was all about semester exam is on Monday. You have to start studying now. And then when the semester exam is over, you have an assignment due 1 week later. When the assignment is over, you have a quiz next week. So yeah, I didn't get much time in MSc. Whatever I learned in BSc, because I got the time that I needed to study.
Right. Fine. So one thing I want to add, that in after completing BSc, and yeah, as far as I know that in your college also there is some placement after completing BSc. So if someone want to do job after completing BSc instead, so is that favorable, or is that we should go for that? What is your
yeah, if you want, you can go, but the package they offer is not at all good. But if you're comfortable with that, it's okay. It varies from person to person. Not everyone wants to study and become like some people do not want to study beyond BSc, and that's okay. That's people's choice.
After BSc also.
Yeah, you can get, but obviously that won't pay you much. It would be a very less salaried job, but it's your choice. If you're comfortable with it, if you're happy with it, it's okay. You can do that. Many of my friends left studying after BSc. I know a lot of people. And even this exam, the service I'm in your statistical service, it just requires BSc level education. There is one girl in my batch, there is one girl in my senior batch who did nothing after BSc. They just got their BSc degree and started to study for ISS right after that. And they are in the service. They are same rank holder as I am. It didn't matter.